Hello Nick, this is me Gyax, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you if you should get the Switch 2 or not. Now, as a Mario fan, I think it's a pretty good console because, I play Mario games and stuff. I got it this week as a gift. I still have the box right here. I also got the Mario Galaxy 1+2 game. It's actually really good compared to Mario 3D All-Stars. So right here, this is the new version of Mario Galaxy in the Mario Galaxy 1+2, and over here is Mario Galaxy in the Mario 3D All-Stars game, right? And just off the bat, you can just clearly see, I don't know how to explain it. This shows 2007 Nintendo, so you can clearly see this is kind of just like a upscaled ROM of the original game, and this one is actually a remaster, right? The first thing I noticed when I started playing was the fact that all the fonts have been changed. You can use the thumbstick to move around, right? For this, you press A, right? You can't even move around using you have to click. That might be a little tedious for some people, and you can see it's just the original textures are just slightly upscaled or whatever. Nothing really new about this game. And the pause menu is the exact same as the Wii pause menu, right? But in this version, there's new textures. Some of them are upscaled, and there's some of the original factors from the game. One of them being the fact that Mario doesn't have eyes in his reflection, right? And the pause menu actually shocked me. I was like, what the hell is this, right? And there's all these other stuff, all this other stuff you can go in. There's assist mode. So you can tell that they actually put a little bit more effort into this game. It's still not worth the $70 price tag, but if they made it at least $60 or maybe $50, I would definitely recommend you getting it with your own money. But I got this as a gift, so yeah. Now to compare these two consoles, it's not that huge of a difference, I definitely enjoy the new UI, how it's more rounded off or whatever. The big screen definitely looks so much better than the older screen. I know it's still LCD, but it really doesn't look like LCD. The colors, they still look pretty good. If the blacks aren't fully black, then that's not a huge problem for me, because sooner or later I was planning, before the Switch 2 dropped actually, I had a job and I was planning on getting the Nintendo Switch OLED or whatever. Then the Switch 2 dropped and I was like, you know what, nah, let me not do that. If you do like playing on the original Switch hardware and you think oh, this is more comfortable, then I would say get the OLED. I'm a collector though, so I'm gonna get it either way. What the upgrade reminds me of is from the DSi to the new Nintendo 3DS XL. I got this the last week of October. I had my 3DS long before it, but after playing on it for a while, playing games on it or whatever, it really is just the DSi was definitely the footprint for the new Nintendo 3DS, because there's so many features about it that they just perfectly translated to the 3DS, and it's it's kind of the same situation with these two consoles right here. So if that's a good reference for you, then I would say go ahead and buy it. But another thing I did get was the Pro controller for the Nintendo Switch 2. It's actually super comfortable. I don't have too much of a I don't have a lot of experience with the first party Nintendo Switch Pro controllers, because I use third parties. I've had 3 controllers that are third party like this. They've also been really comfortable. They also work really well. But I kind of stopped playing on my original Switch. And honestly, I've put a lot more hours into the Switch 2 than I have on my original Switch this year alone. Yeah, if you're a Nintendo fan and you like playing on Nintendo consoles and stuff, I would definitely say to go ahead and grab it for yourself, because it's a really good console. A lot of people were complaining about oh, that's too high of a price or whatever, but it really comes down to how you feel about Nintendo products or whatever. A lot of people didn't like the Switch when it came out because of, I'm pretty sure, the same reasons, or because it had no games on it when it came out. I mean, that's expected with new consoles. The only complaint that I would have is some of the games that I play don't have Switch 2 upgrades or whatever. Mario Odyssey has a Switch 2 upgrade. Splatoon 3 has a Switch 2 upgrade, I'm pretty sure. One game that I'm surprised that Smash doesn't have a Switch 2 upgrade, and that Mario Maker 2 doesn't have a Switch upgrade. I don't think Minecraft has a Switch 2 update. One game that I do want to have a Switch 2 upgrade is definitely Mario Maker 2, Smash, and yeah, people don't want to get it because they can't play like PS5 games on it, and that's not really expected of Nintendo. They have to like really optimize games to play them on their consoles. This is why I use my PS5 for, like, I really had no opinion. I really had nothing to say towards the people that were like, oh, I can't play, like, for example, this I don't think this has been said, but they were like, oh, I can't play like Marvel Rivals on it. Like, no, it's a Nintendo console. Nintendo consoles are made for Nintendo games to run well on them. Nintendo makes their games based around their consoles, which is why people buy their consoles to play Nintendo games. If you want to play super high quality graphical games, play them on PC or Xbox Series X or PS5, because that's where you go to get like good performance in games. And some people play like story mode games on their PS5. My PS5, I play like Rivals. I don't really play Fortnite anymore. And I play like a lot of story mode games or whatever. So those consoles are good for those things. I'm pretty sure it's the same debate with the 3DS. Like, you can't play like super crazy handheld games on there that are like on the PSP or whatever. But I don't think people really understand that Nintendo makes console. Like, I sound like a glazer right now, but it's the truth. Nintendo makes consoles and what they can off of what they can do, what they already have at hand, right? Which is why Mario Kart World didn't come out on the Switch, because the original Switch wasn't powerful enough to handle the game. Apparently, it was supposed to come out on original Switch, and like with like all these like playing the game, like, it's definitely a new experience. I see people saying that they don't like it because you just drive in a straight line. That's not always the case. Like, it's definitely a new take on Mario Kart, and I really enjoy it. But see, here's an example. You go into free roam, you can drive around and stuff, you know. It's pretty fun. You can go like find collectibles and stuff. I think like for me, I like if you play games like GTA 5 or whatever, you can really like go around, just like chill, drive around and stuff. Like, that's one of those games for me. It's just one of those games you pick up if you're ever like bored, or like it's late at night and you just want something to do while you like watch a video or something, you know. You can hop on this, just drive around, go grab collectibles, go find Easter eggs and stuff. You know, it's pretty cool. You know, everyone has their different opinions. If you don't like a game like that, then don't buy it. You don't have to buy it. No one's forcing you. It's your money at the end of the day. So yeah, but to wrap this video up, I really do think that the Switch 2 is a good console. Definitely worth it if you want to play Nintendo games or whatever. But one recommendation I do have, though, if you're going to go ahead and buy one, either buy the one with the Pokemon bundled in or Mario Kart bundled in, because Mario Kart World being $80 is absolutely ridiculous. I can't really support Nintendo on their pricing. I definitely do think the console is worth $450 based on like the specs and all, you know, because I'm pretty sure most of the people compared it to like a PS4 or something, but the PS4, it was like, I don't know how much it was at release. I'm pretty sure it was like between the 300 and 400 range. But I mean, if you want to get the console, go ahead and grab it. I definitely do recommend it for Nintendo fans out there, Mario fans. You know, I'm more of a Mario guy, but I haven't really seen how Pokemon games work on here. I'm pretty sure they upscaled them, gave them Nintendo Switch 2 upgrades or whatever. So yeah, at the end of the day, it's a good console. I do think you should get it, and this is just off a week of experience with it. And yeah.